Hello, my crafty friends. This is Linda. Welcome to Lindy P's Place. Today, I am going to start a new project, and I'm going to participate in hashtag Stash to Treasure. It's an open collab hosted by Susan at Susan Hall's Art, Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming, Helen at Moss Cottage, and Maria at Maria's Miscellany, or Miscellany. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I will leave all their links below if you might want to participate in this collab. I think it's going to be fun. I needed a new project to work on, and I just finished a journal, so I thought, well, I will make a journal. Now, Susan is making a journal also, and this is going to be a Junky junk journal. I plan to use just discarded things that I had intended to use at one point but never did, and so I just gathered up some things. Now, the first prompt is packaging, boxes, and junk mail. So for my cover, I'm going to use this packaging from Amazon. And the cover is, it's kind of an odd thing. I think my daughter gave this to me. My grandson got something in it, and she asked me if I wanted it because she was going to throw it away. So I said, yes, of course I do. Because it was kind of odd. I'll tell you what it's made out of. It is, it's 40% cork, 48% polyester, and 12% cotton. So it's like cork on this side, but it's fabric on this side. And I've been wanting to do something with it, but just never did. So I thought this would be a perfect time to use this. So it was a bag, and I just opened it up, and here are the handles. So this is what I have decided to use as my cover. Now, this is a collab. This open collab is going to go through February. So it's like a 2-month, and you post once a week on Friday. Well, I don't know for sure if I'll make it to post on Friday. I might have to post sometimes on Thursday, or maybe even sometimes on Saturday. But I will try my best to do my videos on Friday. And the other thing is, each week you get prompts for what to use. Well, I'm kind of going to be all over the place with my prompts because this week was packaging, boxes, and junk mail. Well, in order to make my journal, I've got to have something for a cover. So I covered the packaging by using the Amazon bag, or envelope rather, but I got to put something. I got to cover it with something, and I got to have something for the pages. So I'm sort of just going to do a whole lot of everything in the actual basic making of the journal. And then I will go back and add a few of these other things inside, if that makes any sense. So I have chosen the envelope and the cover. Now, I haven't decided what I'm going to use for the inside, but I do have some things here that I've picked out for pages and for the inside cover. So some of these were just I mean, it was like pages I was going to use in other journals and didn't use, so I just had them piled up. So I'm just going to go through here and pick out pages that I want to include in the journal, and some I'll use and some maybe I won't. I can use a map, but I don't want it to be upside down. But I guess it doesn't matter, because if it's the right way this side, it's upside down on this side. So I guess it doesn't matter which way I go with it. No, I don't think it does. Okay, we'll just do it this way. I'll put that in. I'll go back and reorganize the pages once I figure out what I'm going to do. This paper here, I think I probably didn't use it because I put this very thick washi on it because it was so, the paper was so fragile, and this washi's a little thick, so that's probably why I didn't use it. And I don't think I'll use it as a page, but I might. It could be a possibility for my inside. I'll leave it in there in case I decide to use that for my inside cover, because I'm going to get this cover done today. The pages, I don't think I'll have time to get sewn in. And this is some paper that came out of something I got from the thrift store. I'll add this. Oh, and this too. They both came from the thrift store. So they're plain on one side. And let's see. I'll stick that one in here. Then I just have a piece of, looks like I don't know, piece of paper from something. I don't know where it came from, but I coffee dyed it, I think, because I can see stains on it. And a time card. I could put that in. Might be a little thick. I think it'll be fine. What else do we have here? Oh, this paper. I'll tell you about this paper in a minute. I think I'll add a page here. This is pretty thin. It might tear, but that's okay. It's a junk journal, right? And I have a piece of this, I don't know what kind of paper that is. Something I coffee dyed, I guess. And let's see, what else do we have? I might use some more of that. I have a card from Monkey Flowers. I guess I got it from the thrift store. I'm sure I did. That's where most of this stuff comes from. I have a bag. I could use a bag. Stick that on there. Here's a piece of paper from something. I can't read it. I don't know if it's which is upside down and which is the right way. Well, I guess it's here because it says Wednesday, April 2000. So I don't know. This might have been part of a calendar or something. Came from somewhere. Some of these I'll have to cut down the pages. Got a piece of straw paper here from Rachel, Foxy's Creations. I ordered a long time ago, and I still have some of it. Here's a shorthand, and graph paper. I don't think I want that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is from a Norman Rockwell book. I wouldn't cut it, but then I found another one at the thrift store, so now I can, and I did. This might make a nice inside page. That'd be cute, huh? Or I could save it and cut these out. Okay, that's a possibility. And what else do I have? Oh, I could use this on the inside cover. So that's a possibility too. Okay, so I got my pages, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use that page. I don't have a lot of blank pages, I don't think. So I'm going to put this back on there. Okay, these are the pages for the inside of the book. These I'll save for something else. I had trouble with my printer this morning. I don't know what's the matter with it. It prints so slow. So I ran the, the diagnostic thing on it. And so I was printing stuff out to see. It's just printing really slow. It takes forever for a page to print. Well, I couldn't fix it, so I'm going to have to get my son to look at it. Hope I don't have to buy a new one. Anyway, these are the pages that I was using to check and see how it was working. And so I got that page. And then these pages are just from different printables that I think this is Ruby and Pearl. I think this might be Odessina Anne, and I don't remember where that came from. I think that might be Ruby and Pearl. I know this is a My Porch print. So these are just some pages I was printing out to see if my printer was going to work any better, and it doesn't. So there's that. And I do want to show you one thing about these papers. Oh, there's another page that I tried to print. Tried to fix it myself, but didn't work for me, so I have to see if my son can do it. Anyway, back to this. So anyway, let me put these out of the way. This paper here is very big paper. It's folded, it's doubled over, and it came out of I have a sketch pad over here that I got from the thrift store a long time ago, and it was full of paper, and it's pretty old because the paper's kind of thin and wants to tear very easily. But I've been giving it to my granddaughter to draw on, but I'm going to have to find her something else because I'm not going to give her any more of this, because I printed these on it, and look at those. Don't they look they printed out really good. So I'm going to save that rest of this paper and use it for my journals. So I wanted to show you that, because that was scrap paper that I was given to my granddaughter. And then usually when I start a new project, I change my paper. Underneath here is my Tim Holtz glass mat, but to tell you the truth, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know why. I just don't care that much for it, but it does protect my desk. So I usually will put some of this big newspaper print paper on this. And this paper my daughter gave me. She found it at the thrift store. She found all these big gigantic rolls of paper. There was watercolor paper, and there was newsprint, and tracing paper, and there was like 4 or 5 different types of paper that she had found. And when she got them, she got them for my grandson's friend's girlfriend, because she was an art major. And so my grandson put them in the trunk of his car, and he never took them out. You know how that goes. So they stayed in his car for almost a year. And finally, my daughter said, if you're not going to give these to whoever it was, then she said, I'm going to give them to Mom. So my grandson told her to go ahead, because the girl had already graduated and was gone. So anyway, I inherited these big rolls of paper, and I use this to cover my my glass mat. And I just keep a whole pile of them, like 5 or 6 on here at one time. And then as I start a new project, I'll pull it off. And I save the paper. I cut it down and I save it, and I use it in journals. Sometimes it has writing on it. Sometimes it has stamps on it. So I may throw a piece of that in. Yeah, let me see. I'll use this and get it out of the way. It's got stamping on it. Might put a piece of that in. So there's that. These I probably might not use. I'll save those for another project, because there's always another one down the road. Anyway, I'm glad to be using up some of these papers that I've had piled up. And I have this, and I think some stencils came. I don't know where this came from. I want to say that it came from the Dollar Tree, but it might not have. It might have came from somewhere else. But anyway, I thought maybe I might could use that too. So I'll have to cut. I'm sure that some of these will have to come out. That's an awful lot of pages. But we'll see. So for now, I want to get my cover glued down and decide on which of these I want to use. So open this up and get some glue on here. Let's see, what do I want to use? I think I'll use the Fabri-Tac, since this is fabric. See if it's going to cooperate today. Pretty good, it looks like. So how's everybody? Because I'm pretty sure I forgot to ask. And I also want to thank you for stopping by and spending a few minutes with me today. I don't often craft online in my videos, because I'm pretty slow, and I forget to talk. So, but I thought for this project, since it's a 2-month thing, I would do that. So let's see if I can spread this out. Not too good. I might go back and sew around the edges. I don't know yet. I'm thinking I might. Okay, what did I do with my, oh, here it is. Let's see if I can get this on straight. I want to leave a bit of down at the bottom and a little bit at the top. And I want it to come over a little. And I can always cut that off later. This top might give me a little bit of trouble because my fabric is folded. We'll see if that's okay. I think I'm going to make sure my bottom is fairly straight, and then I can level up the top of the fabric when I get ready to trim it. So. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just sew around the edges when I'm all done. Okay, get this side done. This glue makes your hand so sore to try to get it to come out. I don't know why the glues have to be, or maybe it's just me, because these old hands don't work like they used to. Got arthritis in a few of my fingers, and they oftentimes hurt. Getting old is not for sissies, I can tell you that. But then the alternative is not good, so I'll just grow old as graceful as I can and deal with my problems the best I can. So I don't know how much good this does, really. Okay. Let's put this on. Better open it up. I'm not sure I got glue all the way across right here, but that's okay, because usually it buckles up anyway. Make sure all the air bubbles are out. Now I have to decide about the inside. Deciding about the inside. Let's see. There's this I could use. I don't really like the color of that too much. I think I could use that maybe for collage or something. And there's this I could use, but I'm thinking I might rather cut those out. Or save it for something else, maybe. Maybe this. That doesn't fit all the way, but you know what? I don't think it matters. Does it matter? I don't think so. I don't think it does. Maybe I'll put this in there. What do you think? It's junk journal, right? I don't know. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'm going to use this. So I'm going to put this glue away and get my other glue. Actually, I think I'll try to glue most of it down with this and just put a little glue around the edges. I'm going to do it this way. I like this glue. I think it works really, really good. Uh-oh, tearing this thing. Have to put a lot, but I like the way it works. The Yoo-hoo doesn't work for me. I know everybody likes to use the Yoo-hoo, but for me, it does not work. So I have found this Scotch Create glue stick works way better for me. Okay. I'm going to go over this way just a little bit. And then I'll stick this down. I'll make sure I get it in the crease. Because once this I think I got it, I don't know. Maybe close enough. Because once that gets in there, it's probably not coming up. Might be a little bit crooked, but that's all right too. This year I have decided that I'm going to try to embrace my imperfections. I'm very, very hard on myself about that stuff. And I always think it always has to be perfect. But it doesn't. And I try to remind myself, if you want perfect, you should go to the store and buy it, because a machine's made it. And when we make things, there's going to be mistakes, and they're not going to be exactly perfect. And that should be okay. But for some reason, I cannot wrap my head around it. I always think it all has to be perfect. And even when I'm making a Junky junk journal, I feel like it needs to be perfect. So, anyway, I'm going to try my best this year to let things be not so perfect. Like, they just really don't have to be. But I have to keep reminding myself of that, because I'm not very good at remembering. Now that glue's coming up right there a little bit, and I don't want it to. I'll just put a little bit of this on there and hold that down. There, that should hold it. Okay, I made a decision. I actually made a decision. Now, I need a bone folder to crease this line, what I probably should have done before it got dry. Whoops. Okay. Now I just need to trim up my top a little, and this side right here, and this side. Okay, I'm going to do that. I think I'll should I leave a little hangover? Nah, I don't think so. I think it's good. I tried to tear this, but it wouldn't tear. I'm assuming because of the cork. So I have to cut it. Okay, let's see. I need to go across the top. That doesn't want to cut very well right there. Probably because I didn't finish gluing it down yet. Should have did that first, more than likely, but that's okay. Right? Anything goes. I keep telling myself. Anything goes. Get that out of the way. And see where we're at. A little bit of curling going on up here. But I think that's because this is a little more flimsy, which might have needed to be cut off. I don't know. I didn't cut it. I guess I could go back and do that if I decide I need to. Right now, I just need to add a little glue in here and get it to come out. Just a little along the edge. I'm gonna sew this anyway, so don't think that'll matter. I've decided to stitch this, but I won't do this. I won't do it now. I'll do it later because my sewing machine is not in a place where I can use it. Well, it is. It's right here, but I can't move my camera because I'm using a webcam, and it's just, don't have a place to put it over there, so. And I don't know how to edit, so this will be finished up. You'll see this next week when I come back. I'll have it, and I'll probably have, my, that's coming up. Washi tape doesn't hold very well, you know. Not for me, but anyway, I'll take care of that. When I sew, I might come down here. I don't know yet. We'll see. If I stop pushing on it, it probably would stay down. So that's going to be my cover. It's a little stiff, but that'll work out, I think. Yeah. Might be just a tad crooked, but is that supposed to matter? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be okay. Leave it alone, leave it alone. I keep telling myself that. Okay, I am going to pick my papers and then I will say goodbye. I want to start. I think it much matters where we start. I wonder what I want to tear this down and use it in the middle. How much of this would I lose if I did that? I don't think I want to. Okay, I'm gonna, let's see. I just want to make sure I have some plain pages in between. The ones that are printed on. And I want to see that there. I want to see how many pages I actually have here, because I might not need them all. Okay, let's see what we got. This might be nice in the middle. I think I'll put this in the middle, maybe. Let me go back to the middle. Where is it? Here. Okay. Now, how many pages we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think that's enough. I think that ought to keep me busy for a few months. I might ought to take a few out, but I'll leave them for now. So I just need to trim a few of these down. And I'm not going to worry too much about getting them perfect. I'm just going to do a little marking on them. And well, let's see, I already have one folded that way. I could fold it up. Let me get my ruler. Excuse me for reaching across. Maybe I'll just cut this one down. I'll pick another one to fold up. Okay, I don't need but one of those in there. I forgot where I got this from. Where was it? Somewhere. I forgot. Okay, I need to cut these two down because they're too long. I'm going to cut this one down, or trim it down, and then I think I'll make this a pocket. Oh, where'd I put my scissors? a little B. And then I'll just go ahead and glue it down. That's usually the way I do mine. Get it done and glue it down. And then I don't have to worry about coming back later and gluing it because I have it done already. Okay. And let's see. This needs to be torn down because it's too big. Whoops. Tore my paper over here. Now that goes in there and this goes in here. And this goes here, I think. And then this goes here. Something like that. I'll figure it out. Let's see what else needs to be torn down. Get that open. This does. It's too long, too wide, too something. And I don't care if they're not all the same size. That doesn't bother me at all. It bothers me if they're crooked, but it doesn't bother me if they're, they don't have to be all the same size. They just have to be somewhat straight. I think I took enough of that. I have to take a little more of that one. It's probably not straight anyway, because I didn't really take the time to make sure it was. Ooh, that's hard. I think I'll use my trimmer for that one. Just have to come over here and get it. I'll use this one. I don't use this very much. Very seldom. Just not, I don't know. Just don't bother to use it. I should, but I don't. Okay, let's see. Where was this? I think it was right here. Now that might be all I need to trim. Let's see how it fits. Nope, got to do a little bit more trimming up on a few of these. But yeah, I'll get that done, and I may or may not take a few pages out, because if I don't, it's going to get very, very chunky very, very quickly. But we'll see. Okay. All right. I think that I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will come back next Friday. I'll have my pages sewn in, and then we will be ready for, I'll be ready to do the next prompt, which would be books, book pages, book covers. Well, I'll just embellish with some book pages next week. And, yeah, and use some, what was that, packages, boxes, and junk mail. I'll use some junk mail because that was for this week. And then next week it's books, book pages, and book covers. So I'll embellish with those things. So, yeah, so that's it for now. Thank you for spending some time with me. I appreciate it so much. Please go over and check out these wonderful ladies that are hosting this. Susan, Sherry, Helen, and Maria. Their links will be below in the description box. And, yeah, come on and join in and have some fun and turn your stash to treasure. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Be safe, be happy, be well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.